Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm turning some scraps into embellishments. Alright friends, so today I'm going to be working on a partner swap. Every month we have our little theme, and we send each other, we sign up, and then we're partnered with somebody, and then we send that partner a little bundle of embellishments. And so for the bundle, it says that we need to send 1 layered title, 1 layered journaling block, and 2 matching layered embellishments for the partner. So this particular one had me stumped, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, we're doing this thing where we're trying to be more generalized so people don't feel so boxed in by the theme, and for some reason my less than creative mind doesn't handle that very well. I've very much always been that person who likes to be told what to do, and how, you know, I just find that kind of structure really satisfying. So this one I was like, I don't know. So it's called A Stitch in Time, and it's a great idea, and I love that they're doing that because I think more people will participate that way, and most creative minds prefer that. But I have a very logical mind, so I struggle with it a little bit. So this one says, this theme is a stitch in time. Use real or faux stitching to create an embellishment pack. Okay. Sure. So I was like, stitching, time, and I was trying to like come up with that. I don't know, I was trying to box myself into something that didn't exist. So then I remembered that I am on a mission this year to finish this box of pre-printed photos, which if you watched my, what was it? 30 days of sketches, I think. I worked through this whole box of photos was so packed full, and I've been working through. I did some more in the base page series, and I just keep plugging away at it. But one of the holdups that I've been having, and I'm bound and determined to get through it this year, is this BC 2001. So this is a trip that my family took that I wanted to scrapbook, and it was all pre-digital photos. So these were all taken on 35mm film, and I had planned this album. So here, let me give you a little show of what the album has started out like, because it's all these, I wanted to do it with all these SVG kits that I had, and, sorry, this is just a way. So I started it like that. So I've been using these SVG kits from Miss Kate Cuttables, and I've been going through and scrapbooking the various places that we stopped on this little road trip. It was actually probably our first family trip. My husband and I had our kids pretty young, so we didn't travel, but my cousin was getting married in Vancouver, so we had to make our way out there, and we had 2 small kids, so we made lots of stops and kind of made an adventure out of it. And so I've been doing this album with those SVG kits, and I've just plugged away at it over the years. But I had gone through and planned which photos were going to go with which SVG kits that I had purchased from Miss Kate Cuttables. And a couple of them I designed my own layouts because I didn't have what I needed from there. And so I have this little pack of photos, and this is what's been holding me up. I have this little pack of photos and all these pre-planned layouts, and instead of just hammering them all out, I've been plugging away with them one at a time, and it's taken years to get to this point. But as you can see, I have like, what are the photos? What's the kit that I was going to use? You know, what, you know, all of these different, like, the idea I had for each one, and then I was crossing them out as I finished them. But I still have like quite a few photos left, right? Like, that's quite a stack. So this year, one of my goals is to tackle this album, get it finished and in the books. I also have this little pack of memorabilia from that same trip packaged in there. And so I was like, you know what? Since this is so generalized, why don't I go pick something that I'm wanting to do for myself, and I'll make one little kit for myself and one kit for my partner. So perfect. So I went in, it's already set up on my Cricut Design Space. So, and my photos are already chosen. So I knew what one of the things that I wanted to do. And I'm like, this would be really cute. And I could doodle stitching on it. I've tried hand stitching. It's just, I don't have the patience for it. It's so time consuming. It's so beautiful. And when I do sit down and do it, I really love the result, but it's just not my jam. So I'm going to do faux stitching with a pen. And so I went through, found the kit that I wanted for these photos that are of a ghost town that we stopped at Three Valley Lake, and our little guy. These kids are so much older now. He's 26. So like this is a long time ago, right? So then I was like, okay, so I have this all planned out. All I need to do is set up the Cricut, get this hammered out, and then one of the kits I'm going to send off to my partner, and the other one I'm going to use for myself. So that's what I did. So I brought it up on my Cricut Design Space. I went through all of the images, made sure I had what I needed, and then I went through my scraps. So I have a box of cardstock scraps. It's like an accordion folder, and I keep all of my cardstock scraps in there, and some, like this one's more like a patterned paper kind of, and so it's there's some, but all of the ones that are in that box are all like one color or tone on tone kind of thing. So I went through, grabbed all the different colors that I needed and measured them out on my mats to make sure that they matched what the Cricut was telling me I needed, what size I needed to cut. And so that's all ready to go. So I'm just going to pause the camera here and run this all through my Cricut. And then I'm going to put some of it together, and I'll do a little bit of it with you guys, and then I'll put on the faux stitching with you. Okay, so hang on, I'll be right back. All right, so I ran all of those cardstock scraps through my Cricut machine, and I came out with this super fun little kit called Wild West, and I'm super excited about it. So here is the kit that I made for myself, and I just packaged it up, and it's going to go into my bag for crops or retreats, so that next time I'm scrapping away from home, I have a layout I can finish. I got the photos and I have the journaling in there, so I can doodle on this and do all the things and add the little embellishments later and assemble the layout while I'm chit-chatting with my friends. So that's my own, and it was good to have one to practice on because I put that one together and then I know what I'm doing while I'm working with you guys. So this one I already assembled. I felt like this is like a stitching line, although it's not like actual thread stitched. The rope looks like it has some stitching there. Okay, so then this is my first embellishment. This will be my second layered embellishment. And then over here I have a title to put together and a journaling block to put together. So let's start here. I am going to do a little bit of faux stitching along the barrel. So I got out my Zig Writer. It is chocolate, I think, the color. Does it say? I don't know. Somewhere. Yep, it is chocolate. Okay, so then I'm just going to pick the narrower tip, and I'm just going to make some faux stitching lines across the tops of these barrel lines. So this one I'm going to layer up. It's going to be a layered embellishment like it asks for, and I think it comes together really fun. So I'm enjoying this one. It's a good one. And if you haven't seen it before, I will link down below Miss K Cuttables. You can cut her cut files with Silhouette or Cricut or whatever, and I really love her stuff. I think she's also in the Silhouette store. So I've really enjoyed her things over the years. And I like that she has like little bundles you can buy. And I like buying from her website because she gives a really good deal where you can buy almost like a gift card kind of a thing, and then it's like a fraction of the price if you buy it that way. So anyway, I'll leave her a link to her website down below. Lots of ads on the website though, be careful what you click on. Okay, so now I'm going to do my title. So I did this in two different, so this was a brighter white and this was a more subdued white, and at first I wasn't sure I liked that, but I think I do. I think it just adds a little bit of something to it. I'm just going to go in between each of these so they don't pop up on me. And then I'm going to lay this one down. I just have to check. Okay, the texture's on that side, so I'm going to lay it this way. Make sure that it's not sticking out the ends. There. And then another little bit of glue for it to go here. So it's 3 layers, this one. And then we have our title piece. There we go. And I'm going to just set that aside for a second and let the glue do its thing, because it does dry clear, so I'm not worried about the glue squeezing out there. This one I'm going to ink up the edges of too. This is my journaling block. If the person isn't a big journaler, they could fit a photo on here and then just write their journaling down underneath. Or it could be used, and I am going to give it a good inking on the sides because I feel like a wanted poster would have that kind of burnished look on the sides. And then on mine, I even just did a little bit of like dabbing the ink across the top there where it says wanted. And I liked the look, so I'm going to repeat it. And again, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in these little spots in here. And I actually might just grab a tape runner for the bottom half. And then set it on this piece. There we go. Okay, and I'll set that one aside to dry a little bit. So we have stitching in the rope, we have stitching on the barrel. I'm going to add some stitching around the outside edge of this sign just by drawing little dashed lines across around the edges. So when you have a longer piece like this to put your little dashed lines on and doodle on, it can be very tempting to try to go faster and make longer lines. And sometimes I've done that where I'm just even not paying attention, I'll do it. But I try to consciously, especially because this one's going to someone else, consciously think about trying to keep the dashed lines even so it does look like a stitch. Okay, so that is our title piece that now has some faux stitching on there. And off to the wanted poster. I'm going to do a bit of the same thing here, is do a stitched line around the outside edge of my poster. Now I think with this one I'm just going to keep going down the side. I'm not going to go around those torn bits. I'm just going to keep going along the edges. Okay, and then to underline my title on my little journaling bit here, I'm going to do a different kind of what might look like a stitching. Is these little X's, so just a different way of making it look like it might have been sewn on. But I'm going to turn it upside down just because it's kind of far away from my body and I'm having trouble seeing that, like not seeing, but like being precise, I guess, that far away from me because my vision is not what it's cracked up to be. Okay, the Stitch in Time special swap pack. So it is using faux stitching to create an embellishment pack that includes 1 layered title, 1 layer journaling block, and 2 matching layered embellishments for your partner. And then this particular kit also cut out these little extra embellishments, so I'll send those along as well. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. So I hope you're enjoying these ideas on how to create embellishments of your own at home instead of, you know, not that we don't want to buy the ones at the shop, but like it's kind of fun getting something homemade or adding something homemade to your page. So yeah, I think that's it for now. If you are interested in seeing more videos like this or people's different ways of doing their embellishments, not everybody has a Cricut, that sort of a thing, you can always go to the playlist that's listed down below. We have a collaborative playlist where everybody can add their videos for each swap. And of course, not everybody's going to participate in every single swap, or not everybody's going to do every single video, but there's a lot of great inspiration there to check out. If you'd rather go through the hop list, that's also offered below, and there is a list of Instagram contributors as well if you prefer just to see the still photos. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you being here. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I will get back to you just as soon as I can. Bye for now.